Constructed in 1973 under the presidential leadership of Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, Indeni Petroleum Refinery Company has been refining crude oil into unleaded petrol, liquefied gas, domestic kerosene and jet fuel, among others. When operational, Indeni employs over 344 workers. But now, the livelihood of the men and women who built careers at Indeni hangs in the balance following the announcement by Minister of Energy Peter Kapala of the future of the oil refinery. The minister announced that the 48-year-old refinery has been placed on care and maintenance as part of the UPND's reform agenda for the energy sector. The Power Generation and Allied Workers Union of Zambia is saddened by the announcement.
Some of them have invested a lot of time to develop themselves for the company, and some of those careers are not usable anywhere else apart from a refinery. But they have to go back into the compounds, and so provided they are given their money, we'll see what happens, but it's not a good ending. It's actually a sad ending for those employees.
Representing 250 unionized workers of the 344 employees at Indeni, the union says it was not adequately consulted on the decision.
In terms of stakeholder engagement, we have not been engaged, whether as workers' representatives or even management itself, because we think that management has been left out in this thing.
Energy Minister Peter Kapala has assured Indeni workers of job security and denies allegations of not consulting stakeholders.
Nobody will lose employment unless they wish to separate themselves from Indeni. I said it in front of everybody that the union has been to my office and we've discussed. Everybody was shocked that the union people had come to my office. So they are aware of the roadmap.
Stakeholders across the political divide also don't agree with the decision, as Rainbow Party President Winter Kabimba says the decision is a betrayal to the UPND's promise of job creation and security.
And the UPND gets into power today, turns its back on those voters, those Indeni workers who voted UPND because they had been promised a better life. And the way UPND pays them back is to lay them off. I don't think that is right.
New Heritage Party President Chishala Kateka wants the UPND to be accountable by thoroughly explaining to the Zambians why this decision has been made.
It would really be great if we could do a thorough report and indicate why this is the best option.
Meanwhile, Patriots for Economic Progress leader Sean Temple feels that this is another privatization scheme.
The privatization which is being imposed by the International Monetary Fund has kicked in already, despite the fact that government has not been express on this matter to advise the Zambian people which national assets are being earmarked for privatization.
This decision means that road transport will be key in distributing finished petroleum products, but are players in the sector going to benefit?
But what is happening in the transport sector, or what has been happening, leaves much to be desired. This is a sector which is dominated by foreigners.
The minister also announced that as part of the UPND's energy sector reforms, government is considering to reconfigure the Tazama pipeline to be transporting low-sulfur gas oil. How will this work out considering the cost associated with protecting the pipeline from vandalism and cleaning it for other oil other than crude oil? These are costs that government will have to incur. For Tama News, Wenson Mavor.